staying just with the hard people. You all know that. Now, how do we deal with hard people? How we can see that the walk with them, the interaction with them, this is the house to the sky, this is the gate to the sky, this is exactly the place where you're starting to walk. When you're going to a gym, you can choose to have a resistance 30% from your power. You can choose 60% of your power. It depends on your agility. Now, as more as you push more, you're in a better responsive capacity. Exactly like this is the walk with this emotional challenge of walking with the hardship. So in the beginning, God giving you easy training. But if you need, if the angels seeing the gap between your higher potential to your lower potential, angel is a messenger from God. So where is God? Is giving you a shake that you think in the beginning from a babyish perspective that was an awful for you. That was a punch in your ego. You didn't want this fine, you didn't want this encounter. But when you're looking on it from someone that understands that he's walking in the field of the Creator, and God is appearing in the tiny details, and there is no place where God is not there. Like I think Rabbi from Kotsk said it, where is God? Where do you think God is? This is where you're letting him in. So it's more as you're growing, the divinity is not leaving you. You're always with it. It's always in front of your eyes.
So usually, people find meaning, as you said, after a challenge, post-trauma or something tough. It's free. It's positive. It's not. So waking up from a nice dream of angels going up and down and finding gold. Usually you find them after a challenge, right? So
You're asking where's the challenge?
the dream is a good dream. Is a dream where everything is great.
Look, the dream entails a lot of more other details. Just as an example, they said in the Midrash that the order of the angels who climbed on the ladders was a sign for a vision for the future, the accurate number of which kingdom will rule the world until Mashiach in 2,000 years from now, or 3,000 years from now, and how many years each one of them will cater in his job. So we know, for example, that it's accurate by history. The Midrash is saying that the third king will be Greece, and he will rule 180 years, and according to history, 180 years. And this is a symbol for 180, it's actually 18, which is Chai in Hebrew, which is related to the Yesod, and they're related to Olam Yetzirah, and this is related to Joseph, and it's related to his anti-counter, which is the king of Yavan, the Greece king, which is the same numeric value as Joseph, 156. Melech Yavan, Yosef. So it's all coming into a oneness of a lot of information. And also that it's telling us that the last king, Edom, will last almost forever, for 2,000 years and even more. And you will be hopeless when they will finish their job, this fourth evil kingdom. When? It will not be clear, and then they will crash in one go. They will get some kind of a hit in their legs, in their foundations, and all of their phony hybrid system will evaporate. It's written in Zechariah. Today is Dalet Kislev. Zechariah the prophet wrote the prophet for Dalet Kislev. And when we're looking on the word Kislev, what is in High Hebrew? It's about hope, tikva, petach tikva, tikva. Kislev, it's coming from the word Kisla. Now when we're looking on the lower bone of the structure of the bones of a human being, the bone when we are sitting on, this big bone that we are sitting on, called Kesel. How come you write Kesel? But Kesel, it's something that's related to foundation. Menorah. Menorah had a menorah, but underneath there was a foundation, right? A big base. The big base of the body, like the menorah, like the tree of life. The revelation that Jacob, and here I'm taking the class to the next level that I didn't tell last year. new things that I learned on Vayetze. What did he saw there? Jacob, what was this vision? So God showed him, when he was asleep, the structure of the bones of the human being, how it is related to the revelation of the organus, of the wisdom of the divinity itself in the bones. What is a bone in Hebrew? It's essence, the essence of the matter. It's in the tree of life, it's against the sephirah of wisdom. The wisdom in the essence is in the bones. Look at the bones and understand the divinity, understand God. We're looking at the bones. What do we see? In our foot, which is our, if we are looking on the whole body, is a 10 sephirot, like this is our whole body, like the Da Vinci one, the person to stand like this. So we are saying that the lowest sephirah is the Akev Esav, the heel of Esav, the Achilles, the Malchut, the kingdom, 10%. 10% of the body is in the foot. Now, how many bones are in the foot? 26. 26 is the numeric value of Yud Hey Vav Hey, which is Jehovah, the name of the Lord. So the Malchut is Adonai, 26. And then I'm looking on again on the Kessel bone, where we sit on. It's hope. What is the hope of a person? The hope of a person is to do a middle path and to create the next generation of middle path, to have fruits. What is a real fruit? A son. The real fruit is, son is Ben is understanding. But your actual son, the manifestation, the fruit itself, is a reflection of your own insights as to the next level. You created him in your own form. Your next level of understanding is in your son. He has something from you, and a little bit is that's more for the continuation. That's how God created us. Now Jacob, what he wants to establish 12 tribes to manifest his all colors into the 12 tribes of Israel. Now what is Israel? Israel is Yashar El, straight to God. People which their hearts, they found the middle path all the time to judge between the will to receive to itself like Esau, against the will to bestow like Jacob, the right hand. And in all of this battle between them, they're finding the middle center, the internal flame. You see, a flame, when it's not moving by the wind, even though it's like a livable creature almost, Atzilut, it's always like going up to the root, is keeping straight. Now what happens when a fire is coming? The flame is starting to dance. But what happens when you don't let this flame to dance? You're putting some kind of a cover, resistance, reassessment, rechecking, reevaluating the situation. Why this man is shouting at the moment at me? What do I need to do? How do I need to be much more evolved, apparently, than I thought yesterday? Yesterday I thought there is no God in this place. Today I understand that the work that God is asking from me, it's here in this place exactly. Now, here and now. And I need to work with this comment or work with this even success. It doesn't need to be negative all the time. It can be a lot of success. If you are doing a middle path work of making reunion and harmony between people, like 7, it's coming 7 times bigger at you. That's the hidden truth there. So now I'm taking it to the next level. What did he saw there? The structure of the bones. If you're taking the human body bones and you're putting it in 3D software and you're starting like to tilt it to the side. If I'm tilting it, that I'm looking at the bones from under the legs to the front. And it's like an X-ray, so I can see all the structure and all the bones together. I'm looking for the divinity. What I'm seeing is that the Kessel bone, this bone, big bone that we're sitting on, creating like this, something, a structure like this. This is the bone, okay? I'm looking from underneath my legs, and the spine will look something like this. Okay, like how many? 33. So what he saw what he saw: an egg, a house, a container, a vessel, a kli. And this is what? The direct light from the divinity up, the ladder of Jacob, the vav, the tzinor, the pipeline, the connection, something that bringing abundance of wisdom, what I'm receiving through my reality, and this is how I behave back. This is my response. Trigger and response. The trigger is Adonai. It's the gate of the sky. It's the vision that's being broadcast to you especially, here and now. And my response is this. So we know all over Europe they build mosques in this form. You know, the dome and the tower. The phallic and the womb. The light from above with the container from the down, to make a reunion in the physicality, in the astral level, in the mental level, whatever it is. So he saw these 33 pieces, like parts of the spine. And this is why 33 is so known from Freemasonry, because this is the way for Illuminati. This is the way for what Yaakov is saying in the verse. He's using the word he's saying like that he got like Vayivga b'makom ha'u, he's like have an illumination, a vision. So this is the reason for the vision, this vessel, the Kessel, which now Kessel give me to Kislev. Kessel is hope.